You're lucky I didn't join you in on that one.
Okay, so this wraps up tonight. We're gonna have the friend zone. All right, ladies, I need you to be really, really honest when we have this conversation. Cameron and myself, we've been working out, we've been training, we've been ready. We got the stories for y'all. This is what the people wanted on the poll. They wanted us to talk about the friend zone, so we're gonna do it. Y'all ladies ready?
Yes.
Cameron, you ready to give it to him?
Why do I have to start it off?
No, I'll start it off. I'm not afraid.
Cool. Okay, cool.
I'm not afraid.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. The friend zone. Y'all know if you meet a gentleman that's interested in you, and he gives you that extra eye, makes his voice go a little deeper, does nice things and all that stuff. Why do you even bother stringing him along? You know what he wants. So why do you even go there? Why do you even put him into that box? Go ahead, Pooja. Tell the truth.
Me personally, I don't usually really date that much. So to me, like, so I don't know. So I mean, and then like as friends, we definitely do go out and do things. So like, I don't see anything wrong in being friends with that person.
But he's not trying to be your friend. He wants to be your friend. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if you know that's his intent, why would you even string along and think he has a chance?
I'm usually pretty straight up about not wanting to date, so I don't think I really string them along.
Well, what about your female friends that do? Because magically, if you don't.
I think I see both sides of things. I have few friends who sort of do it just because they know that they can kind of like boss the guy around and like, you know, do whatever, and it wouldn't like, and the guy would do it for them. So I know girlfriends that have done that, and then I know female friends that have been like pretty much like, hey, I'm not really interested, but I would love to be your friend. And at that point, you're sort of giving the guy the choice of we can not be friends at all, or we can just be friends.
So you push him to the corner. See, but this is the thing. Now, Cameron, tell me if I'm correct. Again, we're just generalizing. All men aren't the same. But there are a certain fraction of men out there that, well, you gave him an inch, so you figure, well, if I just play the friend role long enough, you know, I'll eventually get with her. And a lot of times that does seem to work, you know. But there's something about it. It seems to be kind of evil. Men don't really do that in the reverse. It seems to be like a female's trait. And would you say that's correct, Cameron? Or?
I would say traces of that are correct. People's attractions range from all kinds of areas. Like might be attracted. Guys might be naturally good conversationalists with women, and so sometimes that boundary between friendship and possibility of romantic involvement could complicate things and be present there. That being said, also guys I know take advantage of that fact, and they use that out as a strategy. But it's all about attractions clash, and so that's really the bottom line of it, I think.
Michelle? You fall asleep?
No.
What time is it in London right now?
It is 2:36.
Wow.
Where do I stand? I think whether it's a guy that's interested in a girl or a girl interested in a guy, once the interest has been declared, it's always going to be complicated, and I don't think that a friendship can be maintained by either party. Otherwise, things will or can get out of control.
So you don't think men and women could be friends?
No. They can be.
They can be
But
friends.
yes, they definitely can be. But once somebody starts catching feelings,
It's a wrap.
distance.
Well, Pooja, of the gentlemen that you kind of say, no, I'm not going to date you, you know, stuff like that. Oh, wow. We knocked her out. We lost her. She ran away. See? The truth shall set you free. Well, Michelle, from the experience that you've done that and you stand your ground, no pun, have you lost a lot of male friends because of that? Because of the friend box?
I think my male friends are mature enough to know that once I say no, I mean no, and move on, you know, and quite a lot of them have gone on to have happy marriages and shut up. And yeah, I think it's a case of how you handle yourself and the whole situation, but from experience, once.
What about the flip side? Not only what you've experienced, but even some of your friends or relatives, whatever. What about the guys that, okay, they play the friend role, but then they eventually get with these women anyway?
I don't know if
I've seen it happen a lot. I've seen that happen a lot.
I think it works.
You think it works?
I think it works. I think just depends on the couple and like whatever they've been through and stuff like that. Like the spark of attraction can always just appear, and so I know people who have been like that. You know, almost like more than a decade like of knowing each other that are like that. So I think it works.
Does that say something skeevy or shady about us as men willing to come up with some sort of strategy like that? Or does that say a lot more for the women to observe this strategy and allow themselves to fall into it?
Well, I don't think it's really that much of a bad strategy. Like, it's I don't know. I don't think it's something that's really needs to be condemned or condoned. Really, I just know that's just how some relationships between both genders sometimes work, and it sometimes just works out for the best people, and sometimes doesn't work out for other people. And it's just there. It's just something that's going to happen, just interpersonally.
If you ever run for political office, I'm voting for you, Cameron.
Why is that?
Because you just have a nice way of saying everything.
Nice.
You're like, well, you know, I pimped them. Oh, man. Michelle, we're going to let you go soon because you're definitely been a great sport. But the friend zone, at the end of the day, is a place that a man does not want to be if he's really interested in a woman. But if he's really focused, he will do what he needs to do to get out of that box. And it's just not nice for a woman to put a man in that situation to play that game. It's just not wrong. It's just wrong. But it's funny when that happens and women go out of their way, especially as the male friend, having a lot of female friends. It's funny when they, oh, I don't like him, I'm not attracted to him, he's all right. Like they go through the whole long list, and then 2-3 weeks later, that's my boyfriend. That's my boyfriend. Isn't he great? Wait a minute, wasn't he the dude that you wasn't fit? He's great. I'm just saying. But anyway, that is the friend zone. Oh, Pooja, you came back. And we can't hear her, but that's all right. Well, Pooja, thank you so much for coming tonight, for coming back in time just enough to say goodbye. She's a great actress. Definitely hit her up. And wait a minute, you're working on your first feature right now,
Yes.
right? Tell us a
Yes,
little about that film.
It's directed by, it's called Matthew Productions, and the film is called The Clinic, and it's just a comedy that takes place in a dentist office.
Nice. There's so many puns we could do there. Drilling. All right, and Michelle, fashion designer from London. You working on any projects right now?
Yes, I'm currently working on my first collection, and I'm also preparing for Notting Hill Carnival. I'm working with one band who have already sold out. The next 4 weeks are going to be very, very busy for me.
Awesome. And Cameron, journalistic genius.
I'm just doing what I do. 20-year-old on summer. I'm just doing, I don't know, not much really.
Well, Sonic Eclectic feels that you're doing great stuff, and please read his articles on Sonic Eclectic. He's a genius in his own right, and he has the gift for words that I do not have. But I am Seven, and you're watching Sonic Eclectic, and this is the Eclectic Show, only on Sonic Eclectic Vision. That's a lot of big words. But what does that mean? Keep growing with us, keep moving with us, and all that other good stuff with us. You're watching SCV. Sonic Eclectic. The Eclectic Show.
We're watching The Eclectic Show.
The Eclectic Show.
You should talk English all the time.
Not what I want to hear the drama.
Don't ask about my opinion.
Why are you talking like you're sexy or whatnot? Yeah, come in my trailer so I can gag you real quick.
The Eclectic Show.
Oh, Batman.